Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Moo Moo Gaming. Today we are going to be taking a look at Mount & Blade Warband, a game that has been out for a really long time, one that I particularly like a lot. It is basically you play in the medieval times and you fight a bunch of things, try to grow your army, and try to make a kingdom. I'm playing with the Flores Expanded Mod Pack version 1.172, as you can see right here. This is a combination of a bunch of different mods. This one I think helps with graphics. It adds a couple of different weapons and different skill trees, different stuff like that, to really help the experience of the gameplay. So we're going to start a new game, and this again is one of my favorite games. Let's see here. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival sovereignties battling each other for their supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. We're going to hit continue. Here we get to see that we make up our own character. I'm going to be a male, and we have our father. So all these will affect, where you start out, your attributes, as you see here, your starting weapons, and so on and so forth, your affinity with other cultures, and so much other stuff. There's a lot of it that goes into it. So your father was an impoverished noble, a traveling merchant, a veteran warrior, a hunter, a steppe nomad, a thief, or a priest. I'm gonna say a veteran warrior because I want my character to kind of be able to be nobility pretty quickly, because that can get you in good with the king and stuff of whatever land you go to. Excuse me. So you spent your early life as a page at a nobleman's court, a craftsman's apprentice, a street urchin, a stepchild, a shop assistant, a mummer, or I don't know what that is, a courtier, a noble in training, or an acolyte. I'm going to say a noble in training. Why not? Later, you became a slave trader. See, this is even a lot more options than the vanilla game will give you. A slave trader, a bandit, gladiator, thief, bravo, mercenary, game poacher, smith, goods peddler, preacher, troubadour, university student, or a squire. I'm going to go with gladiator because that just sounds awesome, right? The reason for an adventure: personal revenge. So we get sense of duty, personal revenge, the loss of a loved one, wanderlust, religious fervor, being forced out of your home, or lust for money and power. I'm gonna go with, let's do the loss of a loved one. That seems to be pretty good. And you see it gives us several different good. We got +3 to iron flesh, +1 iron strike, and it just gives you some advantages depending on what you choose up here. And then there's a story here. I'm not going to read that. That's way too long. That'll take up most of the time. Well, why not? Okay, so you were born years ago in a land far away. Yeah, never mind. It's going to take too long. I'm just trying to make up my mind. So the troop tree, this is again with the mod, so we can have the expanded troops. That's from the Flores Expanded Edition. Then the reworked troops, which is native, but just we reworked a little bit, and then the completely native. I'm going to go with the expanded because I hate the way that the native is set up. The starting region, the kingdom of, let's see, Serenade Sultanate, so that's kind of like in the desert, if I remember correctly. The Rodoc Republic, that's kind of like over by the water. Kingdom of the Nords, I think, is in the middle of the island, or the middle of the kingdom. Kurgate Khanate is in the middle, I believe, too. Grand Principality of the Vagars, and they always have a weird name. They're the ones that I usually play with. Kingdom of Swadia. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Vagars because I know them decently well. I think they're my favorite. Gather Companions, Fog of War, I don't even know what those are. I'm just going to leave those unchecked. Okay, so what will the game's saving policy be? Allow me to quit without saving in realistic. So the realistic is where if you quit, there's no saving. You have to save before you quit. So that means in battles you can't save, and different stuff like that. So just stuff like that. So allow me to quit without saving. So, no, I'm sorry. It'll always save when you quit. That's my bad. And then you can allow me to quit without saving. I usually quit without saving just because I'm like that. So now here we enter our attributes and our name. So let's see, strength adds 1 point to strength. So I'm gonna go strength. So this should give you a little bit of power behind your swing. I like agility because I like to move. Intelligence is also pretty good, and charisma as well. Charisma is good for whenever you're in chat, stuff like that. I'm gonna come and put 1 into persuasion, 1 into prisoner management. Let's see here, leadership. First aid is good to have 1 in. 4% chance that a mortal struck partner will be wounded rather than killed. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to put 1 there too in surgery. Inventory management, I like that because it lets you hold more stuff. And then looting will allow you to get more items from whenever you loot. Alright, so the one-handed weapons, I'm going to put that up to 65. I'm going to put this up to 65 to the two-handed, and then archery I'm going to put up to 35. Our name. Let's do Moo. That'll be my name. Alright, now we're going to hit start. So this is, we can adjust our character. I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to change the skin a bit. Let's see. That one. As you can see, some of the textures are also like the eyes on this guy and some of the facial features. I'll put me a beard on there. Let's do that one. No. Well, this one is nice and, well, let's do this one. Looks like a Viking beard of some sort. Do our hair. Let's make it a tuft. Let's make it random one. That's ponytail. Let's do that one. Have long hair like a hobo or something. We'll make him young. Our hair color will do that. Alright, that looks good to me. We're going to hit done. You have come through the Vagar Highlands, a plateau exposed to the bitter winds from the north. The land here is frozen for most of the year, but the forests are rich with fur-bearing game, and the rivers are teeming with fish. The riches of the land draw the traders, but the traders in turn draw bandits. Oh yeah, I do remember the Kingdom of the Vagars have a lot of bandits that you have to encounter, so the first part of the game is kind of difficult. You saw the occasional dark figure mounted on a shaggy pony, watching the passage of your caravan from a snowy ridge, and were glad when the spires of Ravedan came into view across the wide valley of the Bullock River. Bullock. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn in Ravedan and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out into the streets. You venture out into the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. So what this is basically saying is that we've made our way to the city of, or the town, well, I guess it would be a city of Ravedan, and we are being encountered by, I guess, bandits that are trying to attack us. It's either going to be one, I think it's usually just one guy. Oh, yep, there he is. So, looks like we spawned with a scythe and a bow and a shield, which is decent, though I would say that I want a sword rather than this scythe. Fusik Shepetov. Okay. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure what we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heaven knows we won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more outside. More inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. Sorry if you hear noise from the outside of the game as well, because it's raining outside and storming, and my mic is right next to a window. I clicked and didn't mean to, and so we didn't get to read that. We're gonna talk to him. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers, fewer men to keep an eye on the streets. But I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house, alone out after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you are too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things have become. He had no excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So basically this guy is his brother is taken and he wants us to go capture him. So this is one of the very first quests that you'll ever get in the game. This actually is the very first quest. So what you have to do is find the bandit camp, get some men up, and find his brother and bring him back. So within this game you can accept and deny literally everything. You don't have to do anything, but you can do anything if you choose to. I choose to do this because first off, it gets you a small group of people. I think you have to raise up to like 5 or 6 people, and then you gain a little bit of experience and you learn a little bit about the game. So I'm going to select I'm interested. And you see he gave us 100 dinars or dinners, however you pronounce that. I don't know. I'm from the US, obviously I don't know. So that's going to help us get our army or our little group started, and he gave us the quest. So very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Raven after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we do next. Okay, so you have taken your first quest. You may view your quest log in the queue. Okay, so those are tooltips kind of thing. So if we hit Q, we can see collect 5 men in our notes section. So this will give us, this will tell us all the quests that we have over here. And then over here we'll give us a little explanation, the time it was given. So that's kind of important. Sometimes there will be timed quests. So that means you have to complete them within a certain amount of days, like a month or 5 days or whatever it may be. And so this can kind of tell you when it was started, so that can tell you when you need to finish it. So he gave us this quest. So after we collect these men, we need to come back and talk to him. So I'm just going to go back here. If you hit tab, you can come to the world map. So here we see the world map. Okay, so that's just telling us. So this is the whole map. It's obviously, it looks a little better detailed, so this must be one of the changes that took place. So this is the whole map here. So we started here in the snowy place. We're gonna go around and get 5 men. So what I prefer to go to the tavern because there's usually better soldiers here. 13ers. That must be one of the companions that come with it. C5 mercenary cruiser Fusic. So that's the guy that we need to come back to. This is mercenaries. So I'm gonna see how much they have. We can't afford to hire anymore. Oh yeah, because they want 8 men for 4,554. So yeah, we can't afford them. So I guess we're gonna have to go to one of the small towns, like this one here. I'm slightly colorblind, so I can't tell if that's the same color. I'm going to assume it is. During your travel, you come across a lone warrior traveling towards Rivacheg. From him, you learn that there will be a tournament held in the town of Kanayas Mariga. Okay, so that must be the things to... No, I'm at the village elder. Okay, so we're going to recruit volunteers. None seem to be willing to join us. Okay, so we're going to leave there. And we're going to come over to Sumbuja. Oh, I keep left clicking. So left click will move you. Right click will move the screen like this, and you can zoom in and out. So your party consumed 1 unit of food. Okay, so I'm going to go to the inventory well. So we see dried meat, and then we see... the different items we have. So 12, that's pretty good. 29, this is actually pretty good armor. Normally you don't start out with that good, so I guess since I was like a noble whenever I was younger, that means that I started off more. So dried meat, we have 50 food, so that means that we have one person will consume, I think, 1 food per day. So 6 Vager Colopy volunteer to follow you. So that's the men we need. I don't know how well that's going to go over when we do find the bandit camp, because those villagers tend to be pretty weak. But we can command them, kind of. So we're going to go to the tavern, and we're going to go back and talk to... Oh, look, there's some markswomen. Let's see. Oh, that's good. I can't afford them. That's a pity. Alright, so we're going to go back to him. So you see, we completed the quest, collect 5 men. So we have 6 men, actually. One more, but it doesn't really matter as long as you collect 5 or more. Splendid work. You have hired enough men to take on the bandits. So yeah, we're going to go take on the bandits now. Very well. I shall hunt for the bandits. Why don't you come with us? And I cannot deal with this matter at this time. So he should come with us, but I don't really care to have him. So I'm going to go hunt for the bandits. Learn where the hostages are held. So with this one, we need to leave the castle, and we need to find some bandits. My voice. So band of robbers. Here we go. Here's 4 people. We're going to attack this band of robbers. I've been looking for... Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. So I think that's another part, because usually you have to defeat them. Those prisoners are only going free if you pay the ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. So that's going to make us attack them. Yeah. Okay, so... This is part of the mod that helped from the Florist mod pack. It gives us a little information. You have encountered band of robbers, so you've encountered a band of robbers. Little misspell there. You have 7 troops fit for battle against their 4, so that gives us a little upper hand on them. The current commander is us, so we can change the commander, but we don't have any other character people, so we need characters, I believe, to change the commander. Your captains will deal with troop assignments, and there is no tactical plan in place. So this kind of makes it a little easier to where you can just like go into battle. So it says plan your battle with the enemy. I've actually never done that before, so I don't know what that is. Lead your troops, take the field, charge the enemy. Choose who will join you in battle. Okay, continue. We're gonna put 6 of them. Cool. Okay. Ready troops. Alright, so we're gonna reassess the situation. Captains will deal with troop assignment. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Plan your battle with the enemy. So let's see here. Okay, so this will help make it to where... Okay, so you can kind of put orders in before you go ahead and enter, so you don't have to sit there and hit F1 or F2 or F3 and make them ordered. So we're gonna cancel that because I just want to go into attack. So I'm gonna lead our troops. Everyone, you know what to do. To your position. So they're going to. Are they gonna follow me? Yeah, they're just gonna follow me. Okay, that's fine. We only have 4 of them, so it shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so let's see, where are they facing? Normally, this is a trick that I used a lot. Wherever your people are facing is where they're going to come from. Normally it's directly ahead of you. Sometimes it'll be to the left or to the right. It looks like it's going to be slightly to the left over here. So we're going to come over here and try to find them. I'm not seeing them. Where are they? So usually my tactic that I try to do is I try to find them, and I'll sit up on a hill on my horse and I'll shoot arrows at them until I hit a few of them. Looter killed. Did I just walk right past them? Looks like I just walked right past them. I did. I just walked right past him. I didn't even see him. Alright, so... Oh, he's knocking out my people. Alright, so with there is arrow drop in this game, even with the crossbow. So you have to kind of, I'm just going to let him hit me as I shoot arrows at him. This is not a good tactic if you are in a battle with a huge army. Because, oh, there's a guy here. Okay, I'm just going to run past him. And I'm going to slice him with my curved blade there. Alright. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, so one more guy. Haha. I got him. Killed by Rob. Victory. I think they added a new sound where they say victory. So we can look at our stats here. Our casualties happen to be 2 of our men. One was killed and one was wounded. So that means we only have 5 men now, and one is wounded, so we have to let him heal. So enemy casualties, 3 looters. We killed 1 and wounded 2, and then 1 robber was wounded. So we only killed 1 person and wounded 3 of them. So the kill count, that's new too. That usually doesn't show you the kill count. So I killed, or I wounded 1 actually. Let's see, a robber enemy killed 1 of my men. Okay, I see how it is. Or did they kill 1 of their men? I don't know. Spare me, spare my life. Let me go, and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade, and you'll never hear from me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him, and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir. So he's going to tell us where we are, and we completed the quest, find where the hostages are. And it gave us updated our quest so that we know where they are now, and we're going to go try and bring his brother back, the merchant guy. We've done the lad no harm. We've been kidnapping. We've been keeping him in hideout near Ayik, however you pronounce that. I'll describe the area near in detail so there's no mistaking it. So we can capture these 2 guys. We can upgrade these. Otrok, Pasinok. What do these words mean? We'll just do that one. It looks like that's like swordman, I guess. Okay, so I gotta learn all these terms because I don't know what they all mean. But whenever you have looters, 18. Oh, okay. So we got a sword here. Whenever you have prisoners, you can trade them in for money to prison buyers or whatever they're called, prison merchants. So let's see here. Chipped Serenid sword. So we got 25 swing and 18 thrust. It's better than the one we have right now. Also, I like swords better than sickles. I mean, it's just a sickle. So let's see here. 18 to body armor, 4 to leg armor. We got better than that. 16. So yeah, 8 to head armor. Got better than that. 1 to leg armor. Alright, so there's a way. I think you should be able to... Is it T? There's a button. I don't know, I have to find it, but you can transfer them all over without having to do this. So this is kind of irritating to have to like click and drag it all the way over here. I like to keep it organized. Shepherd crook. You can have a shepherd crook, that's cool. I don't think that's in the main game. That must be part of the mod. But there is a button that allows you to just transfer over, you know, what you have from one to the other. But why I'm doing this is because since we are just now starting off, we're going to need some extra money, and that's going to give us our extra money. So we're going to go back over here to Raven and see if we can sell those 2 prisoners that we have. If there is a, let's see here, ransom broker, yeah, that's what they're called. So I keep hitting E and that kicks, but F is the interaction number. So greetings to you, sir. So what he is a ransom broker. He's going to sell us, or give us money. What can I get for a prisoner? Okay. That's all I need to know. I want to sell the prisoners I have. We have a deal. So we got 64 dinners for those 2 prisoners. So let's go to our quest. See, attack the bandit layer, 10 tournament. Okay, so attack the bandit layer. Okay, so we might want to go ahead and get a few extra people. But we're gonna go here and sell items automatically. That's part of the mod. I like doing that because it keeps me from having to go in here like this and sell like this, but it didn't seem to work, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna get 31 dinars, and then armor, transfer all this over, and you can see that this gets 6 to body armor. That's pretty cool, but that's 2200. That's a lot, and it requires 8 strength. This one requires 12. I don't have that. That's 4600. Look, this one is 16,000. 55 body armor, 18 leg armor. That's just crazy. I know once you get some actual character companions, you can actually put armor on your character companions. So you might want to start saving this stuff once you have enough money to actually do that. So we got 40 dinars from there. Alright, so we're going to leave that area. We're going to go near Ayek. So if we hit Q, this is another cool thing that I use a lot. If you hit here, you can click show on map and it'll actually take you there. So there's the kidnappers hideout. We're going to come and I want to get a few more people. Let's actually go over here. That's closer. A few more people because we only have 6 people here, you see. And usually I think there's like, I don't know, 8 or 10, something a little more than 6 in those bandit camps. Oh, it seems unremarkable to feel. Do you remember this village is surrounded land? So it's infested with 13 bandits. I only have 6 people, so that might not be very good. We're gonna leave it for now because we cannot deal with 13 people. I'm sorry, Karenidi. But if you do attack those bandits and you happen to win, then the lord and the citizens of that village will take more kindly to you. They'll have a little more love for you. But we're gonna head over here to Rabache and get us some more troops. And it takes a while to walk over there. Recruit volunteers. No one seems to be willing. No one's ever willing. Well, I need some more troops. But is it getting close to go to the village elder at the end of this episode? So I guess with that, I'm gonna head towards Tabandra. I'm going to end the episode. When we come back, we will go ahead and attack the kidnappers' hideout. When we come back, I'll probably already have more people as well, just because I don't want to attack with just 6 people. So I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. This is Moo Gaming. If you liked it, please comment and subscribe and share this video with others, because the more people to watch it, the more popular it can get, and the greater this channel could grow. So if you want to, please share it with your friends and family, and if you really liked it, give it a like. If you have something to say, give it a comment. And this is Moo Gaming, signing off.